Hi guys, welcome to a live support session. So here I am today. So Ariel's taking a break, all right? So I am taking over for the day. So this is our live support desk where you guys can come in and ask an educational based question, all right? So I can see I've got some participants in already. Hold on, guys, I'll get to you in a second. So one thing to remember about this live session is that it is streamed into our Facebook group, okay? So if you don't want to be on camera and those things, you can put stuff in the chat, both in the chat in Zoom or on the Facebook group as well. And I'll try and get to answer your questions, all right, in there. So these are normally put onto our social channels as well. So this one is going to definitely go on our YouTube channel. If you look on our YouTube, you can see past live support desk. Reason we do this is because then it gets picked up by the search engines, right? So if people have a question and a question comes up, because we chapter mark all questions, people can find this information really quickly and easily. And as we know, Facebook deletes the videos after 30 days. So it's even more important. Like you guys that are in today, just remember that if you're doing a live stream into Facebook in particular, after 30 days, it actually gets rid of it. Okay, so you lose that video content on your social channels. So that includes in private groups, public groups, or even in pages, right? So Facebook have done that for whatever reason. So we put it on our YouTube channel. We'll be doing that for quite some time anyway, right? So good to see you. So in the house, I've got Dale, I've got Declan, I've got Ram, and I've got Sally. So Dale and Declan from Accelerate Program, really super good to see you guys here. And you can ask me a question. I'm going to bring the cameras up so you can ask. Just before I do, I've got a question that came into the chat. And someone was asking a question about sending emails out and importing users in. And they're in the free trial like you are, Dale and Declan. Ram and Sally, are you in the accelerator? Have you just joined us? Let us know. Right, so no, I've been around for 18 months. Sally, good to see you here. Right, okay, so Dale's going to ask a question in a minute. So what a user said, I can't remember the name, but I said I'd definitely feature it, is I'm on the limited pro trial. So with our pro trial is limited. So we don't allow abuse, right? Because like until you become a paid member, right, some people might use the system and they might sign up and have no intention of actually upgrading. They'll just import 100,000, 25,000 users, right? And then they'll send all the emails that they can get out. So it's a limited version of the pro, but you have access to all of the features. So if you want to send email broadcasts out or automations, you can still do that. So you generate your leads like Dale and Declan, you know, they've been bringing people in, leads into their site on the Accelerate program, and then they can communicate directly with them, right? They're not at that stage where they're importing. Now they have upgraded to pro. They've actually upgraded so they can import their users now. So it is a limited, it is on the trials, it's a limited pro plan, right? But you have access to all the features like blogs, lives, communities, all the cool stuff, you know, marketing funnels, branching surveys, all this sort of stuff. So without further, this session is going to run for about an hour, right? This is I'm going to be doing this next week as well, and I'm going to add a lot more. I'm going to do an extended session. There's going to be a lot more things go on next week, but I'm jumping in today for Ariel, so I'm going to open. You guys can open your cameras up because if you want to come on camera, if you don't want to come on camera, just put it in the chat and I can answer it. But generally, people that come on camera will be first in the queue. Sorry. But those are the rules. Right, so let us turn the cameras on. Sally's in. Hi, Sally. Good to see you. Hi, Dale. Look, where are you? You're in the middle of the mountains. You always have a different background on it. Declan somewhere. He's below the camera. He's setting his lights. So good to see you. So who came in with the first question here? Let me just have a look. Sally said, how's it work? So how's it work, Sally? You got a question, you can raise your hand, or you can drop it in the chat. I'll try and keep an eye on the chat. It's me on my own, so it's hard sometimes. But if you've got a question to ask, you can raise your hand and you can ask that question. All right. So Ram's in here, not come on camera. Absolutely fine, Ram. If you don't want to be on camera, that's okay. So how do I validate the input value in an email field to sign up page? How do I value that? Sorry, I'm so validating. So the validation is they've input. All right. I don't know how else to answer that. If someone puts a name, you put a name field and you put an email field in there, then they will come in as leads in a form, and that is it, right? So, hi Declan, good to see you. As of now, it's allowing any value in that field. All right. Oh, I can see what you mean. So, you want to validate that it's putting an email address in there. You know, depends what you're using it for. You do get a lot of bots and things that will sign up and put all sorts of stuff in there, and you can't really avoid it. Like, you know, like for instance, even if it was a legitimate email address, they could put test@test.com, right? It's legitimate, but it's not theirs. So what I think you need to be thinking of, Ram, is what are they getting out of this? Why, if you're getting signups from bots and these things that are going in, why are you getting that? Hopefully you turn recapture on, but why are you getting them? Are they getting something back? Are you sending them straight to, and you Accelerate guys know all about this, are you sending them straight to a thank you page with a freebie and they're just using fake emails? Are you sending out an email that goes out to them and then gives them the freebie? Because that's a validation in itself. All right. So if you want to know about double opt-in and making sure it's them, you can do that. I've done a video on double opt-in, which I can show you about. Hopefully that feature will be in soon. So I'm going to put it in the chat. Creating a double opt-in funnel. Right. So I did a, you know, sometimes I love Zenler because it gives you the chance to do these workarounds. So Ram, this might be for you if you want to validate someone coming through. This is what you probably want to do. This is my own twist on a double opt-in form using a marketing funnel. So if you guys know, whenever I create any kind of form on my website, I always send them into a funnel. And the funnel doesn't have to have any steps in it or pages in it. I just tap into the automations within the funnel. Right, that's what I do. And that Ram, that's what it actually shows. Yeah. So, right. So I think we've got Dale. Declan, are you in here? Sally and Declan, are you in here to support me? Hey. Right. So Dale's got a question. I prefer to talk to you, Dale. It's better. So you should be able to unmute. You're looking really
There we
unmute.
go.
There you are.
Got it.
Hello.
I had a question. It was and if we're going to cover it later during another, or if I can reach some other way, it's the step-by-steps instructions how to set up Dale at glcunity.com. I know I got to go to where I got my domain, and I know
Yeah.
I need to talk to Zenler support. I'm just having trouble connecting all the dots.
Right. Okay. That's fine. I mean, I don't know when you buy. See what happens, right? People do this. They'll go on to a domain registrar and they'll buy a domain name. Yeah. And they won't think what they need after that point. But every domain you buy has got a thing called MX records that handles emails. All right. But, and this is the crunch, with all providers, you need to make sure that you can tap into those MX records and you can create whatever email you like, right? But if you haven't got anywhere to hold information, so someone sends you a mail, it's got to be stored somewhere. Well, you've bought a domain name and nothing else. So, like that domain provider is going to go, you haven't got any space. So, whoa, off you go. The mail, you lost it. You can't send anything out because, again, you need that space to send it through. So, if you're getting or buying from domain registrar, you want to make sure that you have some space to hold your mail. Yeah. and pick
Okay.
your mail up. So that's an important aspect of what you're looking at. So what you need to do, Dale, is get hold of your registrar, and you want to say, right, have I got space for my mail? Is that in the account that you've given me? And they'll probably say no, and you've got to pay X amount to have mail space, right? So once you've got that, that's good. Mails can come in and out. So when you're dealing inside your Zenler site, of course, you will authenticate your email inside Zenler. So it basically says, because if you send it directly out of Zenler, it's from Zenler. It's whatever at newzenler.com, right? So if you authenticate it inside Zenler, then it tells your registrar this is a trusted source and this is coming through me through that address, so through my mail address. So then it goes, yes, okay, and it lets you through. All right, so that's what you need to do. Your next step is to contact your registrar and see, have you got email with that? And they'll probably say, yes, it's X amount. All right, there's lots of ways of doing this, Dale. It's quite a complex subject. There are free service providers such as Zoho, and you can sign up for Zoho, and then you can set up your MX records inside your domain, and then it will go through Zoho, which is free. So that's another way of doing it as well. There's loads of different routes we could go here, Dale, but I think your first
Well,
easiest. Sorry.
I just want something safe and secure, even if I have to pay for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're coming through from your. I mean, it doesn't. It's going to be secure, right? Because it's coming through your provider, through your registrar.
Oh,
It's going to
okay,
be
good.
through there anyway, and
Okay.
you want to check with them.
Okay, thank you, David.
That's all right, Dale. Good to see you.
Thanks. I got to sleep in today. I wasn't talking to you at 5 a.m.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, we're a bit later. We're a bit later today. Good. Fantastic. So, Sally, Declan, do you have any questions? How are you guys? Oh, Sally, go on. Yeah, I'll just unmute you.
Ah,
Hello.
hello. So this is what I just want to just check my assumption. So I've got a Zenler site. I've had it for nearly 2 years. So there's lots of information in it, courses, clients, all that sort of stuff. So, but I wanted to add a custom domain, and I've gone through that process, but it's still pointing. It's not pointing to the site with all the information and everything on it. It's pointing to something else, which is like what looks like the template that you have when you're creating your site. So when people put in the custom domain name, it doesn't take you to the fully functioning. So am I getting that wrong? Should it be pointing to my .zenler site? Because that's where I think I'm pointing it to. But that's not what's showing up when you type in the URL of the custom domain.
So is it showing a Zenler site when you type in the name of the domain?
It is, but it's a grayed out, like it's the sort of template version.
Can you put the URL into the chat?
Yeah, of the custom domain.
Yeah, custom domain. Yeah. So I can just yeah, it'd be good to put the proper one in as well. Your new Zenler one in there as well. So I can just have a look.
Yeah.
I think I know what the answer is here, but
that'd be great.
Right, okay. And put the other one in there as well. So I'm going to share my screen. I like to share screen, guys, right? So, but I don't let you guys share, because just in case you show your email addresses to people that are registered. So under GDPR, we can't show any of that stuff. So yeah, so here we go. So this looks like you haven't set up the custom domain for this site. So give me the other URL that you've got.
Put it in.
I've put it in there. It's in there. It's in there. Good, right? So that's the one you want. So this is.
That's the one that's currently like all the information in it.
Right, gotcha. So this domain you've got here is the ad PhD coach, and the other one is ad. So the is missing from there. So you've got the in there. instead. So let me put the other one in. This is the one that's fully fledged. Oh yeah, this is fully fledged one. Right, okay. So it looks like what you've done is you've set up the custom domain for this site. I don't know how, but you have. So did you set up another site? So like in here, for instance, like, did you set up another site for your...
Okay, so I don't think so, but there is another site in there. So maybe I did a long time ago, but so there's definitely two sites, and it said I was trying to delete the sub site or whatever it would be called. It's not the parent site. The parent site is the one you can see with the colors.
That's the parent site.
Yeah.
Right. So what you need to do is you need to go into this site.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it will say the this in the domain. It's probably new Zenler. Let me just test something.
Yes, it is. It says newzenler.com.
And it's the same one, yeah. So I'm just testing. All right, okay.
No, it does that. Yeah.
No, it's all right. It's just because it's you've got the custom, so then it refers to that. So yeah, definitely. So what you've done, you need to go into your master site here.
Yeah.
You need to go into this site here, Sally. Then you need to go to your integration area and you need to remove the custom domain.
Okay.
Right. And then you need to go back to your master site, this one, and add it in there.
So go into the integration area and remove the custom domain.
Yep. So you'll be going to integrations and then you're going to have your, sorry, it's site, isn't it? You want to go to site. You want to go into the custom domain there and you want to remove it from here.
Okay.
So you'll just
literally be putting nothing in there.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And then go back to the other one and do that, and it will tell you, it'll take you through the notes. Well, you've obviously done it once, so you'll
and it says it's pointing to that, but it obviously isn't. So because of that,
pointing to it's pointing to the instead of add. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's a simple one. Why did that happen? Do you know why that happened? Did you get confused?
I have no idea why that happened.
I think I'm just trying to think. What can happen is that you logged in, right? You log into you don't really notice it, the and a add. I think you've logged in and you've set up your custom domain thinking it was the right one. You've come out and that's what's happened. So you didn't switch sites. If you'd have gone in there, switched to the master site and set it up, it all would have been fine.
Yeah. And currently in the master site, it is set up as it's worked. Like I've had the tick and support have said it's ready, but of course it's still pointing to that other one. So when I get rid of that, do I need to do the whole process again or just see what happens?
Yeah, you will, because you'll need to delete out that CNAME record.
Okay.
That's in that CNAME record, it's going to say the add.
Yeah, it does. The custom domain does say the, but so does that. I think once I get rid of that sub site or whatever it is, we'll see where we are.
It's that new Zenler bit, the ADHD Coaching Academy.newzenler.com. It's that bit that so you'll need to go, you'll need to basically reverse engineer. Look, it's not hard. You go in, you go into your registrar where you've got the name, and you look in your DNS records and you're looking for the CNAME record. And when you see that CNAME record pointing at newzenler.com, delete it out.
Okay.
Right. And then go back and then it's all normal. It's all okay. Then go back and then just work your way through it. And then you will, because you've added the record in there. So you'll need to remove that record. Otherwise, there will be a conflict. There'll be a duplicate and it will be going, do you want me to send it to the ADHD? Do you want me to send it ADHD? It will be like that. Where are we going?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so that's how to get rid of that subsite, is to just delete out what's in that box.
It won't get rid of the subsite, but it will be back to the new Zenler domain.
Okay.
Right? And then you can use it. It doesn't matter. I mean, you can't delete subsites once you add a new site. this goes for you guys, might be interested in this as well. If you add a new site, it won't delete it out. But it's not a real big issue, because if you want to use that other site, you
Yeah,
can
it's
go in
there.
there and then you change it, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not a biggie.
Okay, well, I'm going to go away now and try and do that and see where we are.
Yeah, and I would suggest that if you do get stuck, do some screenshots. If you're in the DNS thing and you're like, I don't know, I don't want to touch this, I might mess it up, then take a screenshot of it, send it to support and say, is this right that I delete this one?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
just ask them, they'll walk you through it. But it's something that can easily happen. I understand, because each admin dashboard looks exactly the same as each other. So if
yeah.
you're
I
in
think
one of the three sites, you could easily get confused if you're not looking at the URL at the top.
yeah, especially if you don't know what you're doing.
Well, you set up your own custom domain without not knowing what to do, so you're doing really
Yeah.
well.
Okay, brilliant. I'm going to go away then and see if that I can make that happen. Thank you.
Right. Remember, it takes 24 to 48 hours to
Yes.
propagate, yeah?
Yeah.
So it won't be an instant thing, but come back and say, I've done it. I'll let you know, right? And then put it in the post in the Facebook if it was successful.
Yeah, I will, definitely. Okay.
Good to
Thank
see you,
you.
Sally.
Cheers. Bye.
Yeah. Declan, you must have a question. How are you getting on with the Accelerator program?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, hi, how's it going? It's going really well, really well. I also have another question as well about custom domains. What I'm trying to do, I don't know if this is possible, is I have set up the custom domain already for Zenler, and it's successfully completed, and I've set it as the primary as well, and
Cool.
it's all working great. That I can type in the address in the search bar, and it takes me exactly to the homepage. The problem that I should have foreseen is that I'm using the same custom domain as my old website from WordPress, and I want that website to go away. And I know that I might be able to go in and sort of redirect. I'm not sure how to do that, to go in and redirect pages to the Zenler site, but should I delete the pages from WordPress, or is there some other sort of process I need to follow? I just want the old website to go away.
Right, okay. So have you got a lot of traffic coming through the old WordPress website? I think we talked about this, didn't we? It was like
Yeah, it's I had a wee look there at just typed it in Google, and it says something like, about a couple of hundred customer interactions. But it's nothing that I'm actually, it's more just sort of a poster, really. There's nothing that I'm really selling on the website itself. And even then, I wouldn't, if I have to go through and redirect it, it's only like 5 pages. If I have to redirect all 5 pages to somewhere in Zenler, that's fine. But I'm not sure how to do that. Or should I just actually delete the pages straight off the WordPress site?
Right. So first thing is, your WordPress site you had under your domain. Yeah, that's
Yes.
right, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then you came along and you joined Zenler, and you've taken your domain and it's now Zenler.
Yeah, it's now successfully completed.
How is the WordPress site showing? What's the URL? Has it created a new URL for that WordPress site?
Well, it was only this morning, I think, that it's successfully completed. So I was going to give it a day or two to see if it comes up. The old one is the first, when I go into Google, the very first thing to come up is the Top Score Music Academy blog. It's the blog part of my Zenler, and it's still using the .zenler.com. So I actually don't.
Right.
But when I type it into the search bar, it takes me right to the home page of my Zenler site without the .zenler.com.
Right, yeah, but it's going to take a little bit of time, right? So search engines are indexing, they're crawling lots of things. Even if I go and take a site that's been online for 10 years off, it's still going to take, it could take ages for it to actually get removed from Google.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about in the extending accelerator, like how you can push these things through a bit quicker.
Oh, okay. Very good.
But can you put into the chat your address?
Yep.
Your site. I I just want to check something. And when they click on the WordPress sample of it, it's then still taking them to the Zenler site. That's right, isn't it?
The WordPress one is still live, so I don't know how it's doing this. It's take the exact same custom domain. If in Google, if you search results, it'll take you to my old WordPress site. But if you type the address into the search bar, it takes you to my new Zenler, my Zenler site. So,
right, let me have a look.
Not sure.
Let's have a look. No, I think I'm with you. Remember also, you might have it cached. I'm new to this, so you're going to be seeing this from a new person's point of view. Yeah. So
Yep.
I've put in, is that what I want to put in? This one here?
Yep, I think if you click on that, it probably takes you to my old site.
Let's see. No.
Oh, that's
this is your
Zenler. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it can't take you. Now you've set this domain as your Zenler domain, not a subdomain, it's your Zenler domain. Any address that comes in is going to default to your homepage. So say on the WordPress site, it said .com/Declan on your WordPress site. So if you then change the domain across to Zenler, if someone puts /Declan at the end, it's not going to find that page on your Zenler site. So what it will do is it will default it to the homepage.
Okay.
So that's what should be happening now. So if theoretically, well, in theory, it means your WordPress site does not exist because there's no domain. It's like you knocking a house down and moving next door, right?
Yeah.
It will have to go to your new domain because that's what you've set.
So maybe I'm just looking at old, outdated search results on my Google searches that don't actually exist anymore.
Yeah.
Because what you have there is actually quite different. I've got on my search results, it's still the old WordPress site, and even the way that Google sort of puts the pages sort of indented underneath all the different pages. They're all still there. Get in touch, about us, child protection policy, right. All that old stuff is still there. And I can click on it and still go to my WordPress site.
You're cached. Have you tried it in incognito?
Yeah, I think the same thing happened, but I might have not given it enough time. That's what I was thinking. That maybe I should just give it another day or two just to sort itself out, or have I done something terribly wrong and trying to get two websites to work off the same custom domain?
No, I think you're top. Let me say, what's this one? Top Score Music Academy. Yeah, this doesn't exist. Page can't be found. So yeah, it's maybe it was a case that it's just propagated. It hasn't propagated properly, Yeah. But there's no way, because it will just show no page can be found. If it's trying to find a WordPress page that's on there on that domain, it doesn't exist in your Zenler site, then then it's not going to be there. Right.
Yeah, right.
It's worth you doing this though, Declan, and I'll share this with you because this is really important. Right. So this page here obviously was on your WordPress site.
Yes.
Yeah. So you've got this about us. So what you need to do is you're probably going to want to do an about us page. So you need to take this about us bit here. You need to go in. So I'm going to do something with you here. So I'm going to go into pages. Then you want to build a page and you want to call it that. And that way you're going to basically create that page on your Zenler site and not lose it from the WordPress, from the Google listings. So it's in the WordPress site. We know that. So if you find ones that are high, you want to go in and do that. So I've got, let's go this one here. So I clone it here. I've just taken my home page, but you put whatever content you want. So I've got a new URL there. Look at that URL: Life Coach Transformation Women Home Copy. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to put this in here.
Yeah.
And this will basically create that page. So then you're going to go in here, and you can put about us, and you can go and edit that page. So when I click this, I can say, "Do you want to change the URL?" Yes, I do. And when that does that. When I go back to pages, that's it. It's going to mirror that about us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to do that definitely, because that's going to, that way you're not doing a redirect as such, you're actually setting a page up. So you can go in and you can do anything. You could create that. You could just do a duplicate copy of your homepage if you want to. It really doesn't matter. It's just to get people on there so there's something there and you don't get a big black page that says this.
Yeah.
That will help you.
Will it eventually disappear, those old WordPress search results on Google? They'll just eventually disappear anyway?
Eventually it'll go off. You haven't put Google Analytics into your site yet, have you?
I don't think so. I wasn't that techy with it.
Right, it's all right. We'll get to that. We're going to cover that. So having Google Analytics is good, and the Search Console, because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be submitting your sitemaps. So your sitemaps are XML files, and they're going to tell the search engines what pages are in your site. So it maps it as like an index. So whenever
I did that maybe once before at the very, very start, like, a couple of years back.
Yeah, if you're using something in WordPress like Yoast or something, it's one of those requirements to add analytics in there and stuff. Really simple, super simple. And then on the Search Console, you can add all your sitemap URLs and things start, and you can force pages through as well. So we'll be looking at all of that stuff.
Brilliant.
I've got done videos on it in all of the basic marketings on the tutorial site. You're going to see all this information on there. So get busy, Declan. Any of those pages that are coming up like that, just create a page in there. You know, if you want to, it's about us. So talk a little bit about what you do, if it's an about us page, but then make sure at the bottom you've got these nice big CTAs telling people about that mini course or your next, make sure that you've got the block on there, allowing people to sign up for your newsletter. Right. So use it because you're getting a result there. So you don't want to waste it. You don't want to say, well, it's going to drop off eventually, so I'll leave it. That's not now. We're looking to get people on the site. And if people are searching and finding this, then use it.
That's brilliant.
Good.
That's excellent. Thanks very much. Thank you.
That's all right. No problem. Sally, are you all right? You've come back. Have you managed to do something?
Yes, I did it, and it worked straight away. So I couldn't be more pleased. I've spent ages trying to work this out. So fantastic. I can now start promoting the new custom domain, which is what we've been trying to do for a little while. So brilliant.
All right. How long have you been waiting to do this?
Well, I've been sort of going around the houses, I think, and it's hard to, when you aren't live, it's hard to explain. I find it hard to just type in what the problem is. So I've been trying to do that with Shruti, but we've got where we need to be, and that's what's important. So thank you.
That's all right. Yeah, it's easy. That's why these support desks are really important, I think. It's really
I might
nice.
come to a few more.
Yeah, come along. You know, Declan didn't have a question. He just come in to say hello, you know, so come in and say hello. I don't take offense. If you shoot off, you know, I don't take offense. It's all right. I don't mind being here on my own. I just ramble on about anything.
Okay, that's brilliant. I'm going to go and tell my business partner because he'll be very happy. Okay.
Oh, fantastic. Good.
Cheers.
Nice
Thank
one,
you.
Sally. See you later. Fabulous. Right, so what else we got here? Question. I've got Ram in again. Question. My email provider is MS365. Please provide the link that explains adding DMARC records. So you need to add your DMARC records. So you need to go into, let me just put another link in the thing. So a lot of this information, just for your reference, right, Ram, is you can Google this stuff yourself, right? You can use a lot of self-help for yourself, and this stops you from, you know, you can move forwards. So I know a lot of people like Dale likes to come on here because like to have a little bit of chat. He can talk about what he's up to. But if you're busy and it's like, say, a Monday and there's not a support session till Thursday, you want to be asking in the group, or you want to be just doing a bit of self-help. It's really easy, right? So in here, we've got so much stuff. If I put a Zenler DMARC, we'll probably have something come up, all right? So you can go there, email, look, authentication email domains inside here, sender requirements for Gmail. So this is the link. This is a document. So I'm just going to share. This is a link here. So I just typed it in the search engine, Zenler DMARC record. This come up, new sender requirements for Gmail and Yahoo. Okay. So you click on that, new sender requirements, and we basically walk you right the way through it, okay? With all the stuff that you need. And then right down the bottom, you've even got a video where I show how you do it. So I'll drop that in the chat anyway, but that's self-help. See how quick it was for me to give that information to you, right? Just use Google, just give it to you. The information's already on there. You'll have to look how you do it for MS365, but this is actually a DMARC record set in DNS records. All right, it's nothing to do with you've got it through. It's to do with your domain registrar. Go into your DNS records, set up a TXT record in your DNS, and you can add your DMARC there. Watch the video; it shows you how to do it. All right. So hopefully that's clear for you. Sally's happy. Good. Declan's doing his pages. Dale shut off. Dale, if you've got any more questions, you can normally got some good ones. Come in and give us a question. Declan's good. He's busy. Hi, Dale.
Oh,
How are you doing as well with all your bits?
Getting good. I've got some new blog posts up. I've almost got the second micro course completed. Hopefully, gonna go out of town for a couple days, but hopefully either before I leave or before I get back, I'll have the new course up and running. And
so what's your plan? So you on the Accelerator program, guys, if you're watching this on the replay, one of the tasks was to create a mini course. So pretty much everybody did. Dale did as well, and Declan did. So Dale, why are you producing a second mini course?
Oh, it's part of a series. I've already got 5 planned out.
Ah, interesting. So what do you intend to do? Do you intend to create a series of mini courses and then bundle them up for people to have access to all of them?
That's one possibility. That's a possibility. And what I'm doing is I'm getting them out there because my thought process is the more the merrier, without diluting. I mean, you can put 250 courses out there, but then you're going to dilute the value. But as long as I have quality material to put together, and I'm trying to tie together the 3 concepts that I'm using, because I want courses that basically go to my primary niche, which is helping young professionals develop their careers if they want to pursue a career, if they're interested in creating a sustainable business, or if they are interested in social entrepreneurship. We got some people, what their goal is, they want to work for a large NGO. They don't have the same need as somebody who's trying to advance in their career. So I'm trying to address that. And the goal here is to create a sustainable businesses and to create a beautiful network. And my focus is on students from emerging nations, because just before I started Accelerator, I completed my Harvard Extension course in social entrepreneurships in emerging economies.
Whoa, good.
So I do have, and what I did over the weekend was a good example. What I did, that project for Team Water, that's an
Yeah.
example of what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. So are you thinking so what is your long-term plan? Are you thinking of selling these are you going to do you're obviously going to do a series of mini courses, but are you thinking of turning it into a membership site? Are you thinking of selling each module as an on-demand and at a one-off cost? What are you thinking as far as your long-term plan with this?
For long term, I'm seeing where it's going to lead. One of my thoughts is this is what I'm focusing on as part of each course. I'm going to put in case studies, because I love case studies. I love puzzles. You know, You saw me struggling with some puzzles over the past 2 months. And I'm persistent that I won't stop until I can figure it out.
Yeah, you solving the puzzles. But I would say to you, Dale, just be a little bit wary. You've obviously got an idea with the mini courses, but think about how the long term, like the big
Right.
picture. Don't think like really try and get away from this. I'm going to produce like a ton of content. Because remember, I said to you, like one of the main rules in marketing, and this is the biggest mistake that people make with an online business, not just course, right? Is they don't market the product to its fullest. They start the process and then the next shiny thing comes along. And what happens is they have a ton of content, but nobody's coming to it. And it can be the best content in the world. So what I would say to you is be really careful and try and think about how people are coming into it. Like you're obviously addressing their pain points. You're very targeted with each of the modules, but are you marketing that to its fullest before you move on to the next one?
Right. That's one of the things that I believe the next 30 to 60 days, marketing is part of my 30-day plan. And it's a key point in my 30-day plan because I've identified it as a weak area. It's like you can be the greatest singer in the world, but without a marketing team, it's not going to go anywhere. Um,
Yeah.
they're the singers who make the most money aren't the ones with the greatest voice. They've got the greatest marketing team.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
I
mean, it's
do
true.
understand it. Yeah. It's just for me, the creative part, that's the fun part. That's the enjoyable part.
Well,
But what I want to
that's
do
good. That's
is
good. But it,
create actual businesses and not just do it the theory, but put it in the real world. But yes, you need marketing to drive. That's the gasoline for the engine.
Yeah, absolutely. And you think the time that you should be thinking about this might seem like a lot, but if you spend 10 hours creating a course, let's say, you're going to spend 95 hours marketing that course. So that's the difference. So the longer you spend on a course, you're going to be spending a longer time on marketing. That's in a nutshell, you know. So it's a lot of time, and it's not just a quick, "Oh, I'm going to market my course to its fullest in a week." Sometimes it takes a lot of build up, it takes a lot of warm up and getting these things in place. And that's why we were saying to you about like having your lead magnets in there, having that community to warm people up can really help speed that process up. And look at that though, look at those things, look at the time that you're spending and how much you want to achieve to break even. And then if you've broken even, everything on top is a bonus. Yeah.
Right. Yes. Yes. And that's the other thing is I got all these different social media channels and start coordinating them into a more effective plan.
Yeah. No, definitely. Nice one, Dale. I've got Irene. Irene, have you got a question? You can, you've popped in. You should be able to unmute yourself.
There we go.
Hello.
Hi, David. I
Hi,
haven't
Irene.
been on one of these for some time, and I'm just not sure, given how you've changed this, if my questions are appropriate, but I'll have a go here, okay?
Yeah, if it's a technical question, like a bug with your site, and we don't really deal with that, you can ask me, and it might be a case that, I've got an answer for you, but we don't work with technical questions.
Okay, and who does? How do I do that?
That's support@zenler.com. But what is it? What is the issue first, Irene?
Okay,
Let me just,
the menu bar has a drop down, and right now it has 2025 offerings on site. I have to change it to 2026 in the
okay.
drop down of the menu.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, easy. I can help you with that.
Okay. Shall I get
So
my site up?
yeah, I'll do it here. I'll show you. We don't
Okay.
because I can't go into your site and do it. So I'll just show you a drop down menu and how you can change it.
Okay.
Yeah. So first of all, are you changing the URL of the page?
I don't know how to do that.
Right. So it's two things. Right. So right. Okay. Right, because we're opening little cans of worms here. So I like to sort of tell you about what's kind of happening. Right. So, and I can give you a first-hand reason why even I made this mistake, right? So I did a course on a program called ZBrush, and I had ZBrush 2017. And in the URL, I had 2017, right? ZBrush 2017. Now, as we know, URLs are liked by the search engine if it says what it is in there, right? So I then I had ZBrush 2018 come along, right? And then I was like, oh, well, it's no longer in the URL. It says 17, but it's 18 now. It's going to cause problems. I changed it to 18. I didn't realize that loads of search results were coming through on the 2017. So I had to turn it back and set a redirect to go. So you need to be careful with the URL when you're naming things, which is what I'm saying. So I should have just put ZBrush training. And then it doesn't matter in the menu if you call it ZBrush
Oh, I
2018.
see.
Yeah. So let me have a look at your site, put your URL into the chat, and let me just flip your site up, and then I'll just show you about the drop downs.
Oh, you want my URL in the chat? Okay.
Yeah, throw it in the
One
chat
little-
for me.
Do you
That way I
want
can
the,
screen share it.
do you want the back end or the front end?
All of it, yeah.
Well, I mean, I
Not the back end, the front end. I won't go into
front
the
end.
back end. I'll just look at the front end.
Yep. Here we go. Okay. There it is.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Right, let me just... Oh, I like it. It's nice and bright. Right, let's have a look. Right,
So if you
look,
go here,
here
oh,
we go. See it? See your site? So you got a nice little pop-up going up.
yeah.
Right,
And
so
you see
offerings.
this? Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm showing you what I'm sharing.
Right, right. Okay, so here, oops,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm sorry. I was looking at what I'd gotten up, but you don't want that. You want here. Okay,
Where do
so
I
up
where do I
here
go?
in offerings, see
Yeah.
the, see the 2025? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying, what if I just put offerings on site without and took out the date? Is that what you're saying?
Ah, right. I see what offerings in person. I would 2020. Well, it's okay to put it in here, but I can already see down bottom left that it says offerings in person 2024. So that's not right because you changed this to 2025. So you've changed the drop down menu. When I click it, it says it here.
Yeah, I changed it here, but I didn't change it in the menu.
Oh, so you need to link it to this 2025 page. Let me have a look. Oh no, you haven't got anything. I'm sorry, Irene, I'm not understanding it. Right, this is you've changed it here. It says 2025. Can you see that?
Well, yeah, but I think it was 24, then it changed to 25. I was having some person help me for a fee, but that gets expensive. But anyway, we changed it to 25 and now it needs to be for 26. But if I just wrote up here in the drop down, what I understand you're saying, David, is that it's it would be best not to put a date on this URL.
On this URL here. Yeah. So let me show you. Let me just show you what's going on here. I'm gonna.
I can't. I need to make this big enough for me to really see.
Oh, you can't see it on your screen. You got.
It's small.
Oh, hold on. Let me try and something my end. It's going to be a weird way of working. Okay.
There we go.
Is that better?
Yep.
Right. So that's what you've got here.
Yep.
and in the URL, it's 2024.
Yep.
Right, and that's the danger putting it here,
Yep.
because it's the problem is are you getting a lot of people come through this link? Have you spread this link around a lot on socials and all of these things?
I not well, I do not this link particularly, no.
Right, okay, so that's okay then. I have to ask that question because if you've got like thousands of people hitting this page, we don't want to change that URL because it means that the search engines have picked this URL up, and if we change it, it won't exist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to be a little bit careful. But what I would advise is you do this, right? So let me take this and let me create. So what I'm going to do, you're going to find your page in here called 2024, right? And I'm going to create a dummy page now and pretend that that's your page in the site. So offerings, and let me put this in here.
Well,
So
offerings on site. Oh, this, yeah.
don't worry at the moment. I'm just sort of demoing something to you. So
Okay.
let me just add this. So inside your site, you're going to go to your site pages and you're
Okay.
going to do this. Right, so that's loaded the page up. Let me just put it in here.
So this is a I'm on
Okay.
site pages.
Yeah. Well, under site and site pages. So you're inside your, so you go into your admin dashboard, you go to site, you go to pages.
Yep.
And you're going to look through your pages and you're going to find the page that says this. Yeah. Not all this, it will be different. It'll be your URL, but it will just be this page here, which is this page.
Mm-hmm.
And what you can do is you can clone it. So we're not going to turn the page off. We're just going to clone it so that the page still exists, right? This is a safeguard. This means that if people find this page, they're still going to find content. You're not going to switch it off.
Okay.
Yeah. So what you're going to do is you're going to find this page and you're going to hit this little clone button here. Let me just zoom in. Do you see that clone button here?
Yeah, yeah. I use it all the time.
Oh, brilliant. That's good. Okay, so we're going to clone it. And
Yep.
when it clones, we're going to call this. Remember, it's a copy of that page. So we're going to go and we're going to edit. We're going to hit this little gear icon now.
Just a minute. Gear
Got it?
icon. Okay. I'm
That's
writing
it.
this down, David, so I don't, for my little feeble brain. Okay.
Well, you can watch this on the replay as well. So you're all good. Right. So we're going to hit that little gear icon. It's going to
Yep.
open this up. And inside here, we're going to make sure that we put the proper URL in here. Well, adjusted URL that hasn't got the 2024 at the end.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can name that the name of the page. Then we're going to click update. It's going to go, are you sure you want to change the page URL? We're going to click yes. And when that's done, we've now got this. So it's the same as this, but it hasn't got the 2024 at the end. It means it's generic. So it means every year that comes along, you can change the menu item 2026, 2027, and this link is going to remain the same. Yeah. In a few
Okay.
months' time, you can delete this page out because it will be replaced. Yeah. The search
Which,
engine.
I'm sorry, delete the one that it was cloned from?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or leave it there. It's really entirely up to you.
Now, you put offerings, or did you put offerings on site? Offerings in person, I mean.
Yeah, offerings in person. What did I put? Offerings in person. Offerings in person. Yeah, it's the same as you've got there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same. All I've done is taken off the 2024.
Yep.
That's all. So I just made a clone of it. So you've still got that page. You've not lost anything. So it's all good. Now we
you,
need to link it up, Irene.
okay,
So this is where at the moment you've got this here. So you're going to do this. You're going to go into any of the pages because it doesn't matter. You've got the dynamic menu system in all of the pages. And you're going to do this. Now I need to set up a quick drop down menu because I haven't got one in this site. So I'm going to click the gear icon. Can you see that in there? For this
now,
header.
I'm sorry, how did you get to offerings in person here?
Right, let me just close it. Right, so the page that you cloned.
Okay, okay, that's what you
Yep.
opened up, and you used the gear.
And I used the gear to change the name of the URL. I want to edit this page.
Yes.
It
Okay.
really doesn't matter which page I edit because the dynamic header gets updated when you update it. It gets updated on every page. Every place that you've got the dynamic header at the top, every page that dynamic header in, if you change it on one page, it changes it on every page.
Okay.
Yeah. So in here, we just need to edit. So I'm going to click edit. And I've got to set this up because I haven't got a drop down like you've got. So I'm just going to set up a quick drop down and then you'll understand. So you need to open up your page. You need to click in the header dynamic at the top. So it's kind of a gold, yeah? And then
Okay.
you want to hit the gear icon inside here. Can you see that, Irene?
Looking the
There.
gear. Yep.
Yeah. You want to select, not this one, you want to select this top one. Site header dynamic, gear icon there.
Yep.
Yeah. Click that. This will open up the right-hand menu here
Yep.
where you can style it and all those things. And this is the menu. So I want to click here.
Okay.
Notice it says home, our blog, my community. It says home, our blog, my community. It mirrors, this mirrors, this is the menu system. So inside yours, right, just hold on a sec. I'm gonna set up a drop down. I'm gonna go in and set, I've got to come down the size here because it's not going to work for me. Right, so drop down menu. Right, you've already got this set up, so it doesn't matter for you. Okay, now I'm going to add to the drop down menu. I'm going to call it item 1. Let's just do that. Save. I'm going to add another one. Item 2. Link just doesn't matter. Save. And that's it. So let me just save that and show you what's going to happen. See, it's here. Just save this page, just preview it, and then you can see and I can show you. So let's preview this page. So now I've set this type up here and you can see 1, 2. I've created the drop down. The same as you've got here. Yeah. So all you need to do is you need to go into that item, go to the menu. You need to go, that's the one I want. So let me make it a bit bigger. So it will be here. It will say offerings 2025. You want to click this little pencil icon, Irene.
Yep.
And you want to click that and you want to just change the text in there. So we want to go 2026. Yeah.
But we said we didn't want it, a date.
Well, it doesn't matter in this area. What we don't want is we don't want it in the page URL.
Oh, I see.
Right? Because the page URL, that can't be, it's just weird, right? If you've got like a page URL and it says 2024 at the end, and you have an item in there that says 2026, they don't tie up. It's kind of like,
Well, do I have to put a date, a year date in here?
No, not at all. But I'm just saying that this doesn't make a difference. You could put the date in there if you want to, or you could just delete the date out and it's fine.
Okay.
Right? So you also need to link it to the new page. So like if I've got this link to the old page, you're going to have something like this. You'll see it. Again, you can watch this on a replay and you can pause it at each step. So your link is going to be something like that in there. Okay. And
Yeah.
so we've set a new page up which hasn't got 2024 at the end. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to drag across there, delete it out, and now that's my URL. Now, if I want to make sure it's exactly my URL, I can go back to the pages and go, that's the URL I want. I'm copying that. Yeah, or you can copy the URL here. Oh, no, you can copy the URL just by dragging across here, right-hand click, copy link address. And then in here, you'll just paste it inside here. So you'll take what's in there, delete it all out, press Control V, and then you click update. So now I've adjusted that. So I've got that link in there going to that right page. So if I save that and we go across to here and I just refresh, I am now clicking that and it will come to that page. If I publish the page, because I haven't published it, need to publish. So publish the page, make sure it's green. And now that page is published. Let me just refresh this and it will come up with that page. There we go. Boom. So you got that link in there. So if I go home, I go to there and I go there, it's going to go to right page. And here it says offering in person. Yeah, so that's how you can update your menu system. Really easy. Just jump into the page, click inside here, click that settings, go across to menu, and you're going to see all your stuff there. And if you need to edit anything, you use that little pencil icon inside there. Honestly, it's easier to do it than it is to show it sometimes. Yeah.
For you.
No, I think it'll be all right because it's just, but what we did there, we did two things. So we took away that 2024 from the URL and we're just relinking it in the menu. But in that menu now, you can put 2026 if you want. You see how quick it is to add text in there?
Yeah, I didn't know. I'd never done the menu before.
Well, you know all about it now, Irene.
Yeah, I'm good. I have another issue, two other issues. Since no one else is speaking, may I go ahead?
Yeah, of course. I'm just going to check 2 seconds. Right, Declan's put something on there. iPad. All right. Yeah, so Declan had a problem with his WordPress showing, but it's definitely something to do with caching, Declan. Just refresh it or try a different one. It's definitely a caching issue. Leave it a bit longer, you'll be fine. Okay, Irene, let's go.
Okay, I have now a new I have recorded courses, which are a new set of courses. There's only two there now, but there could be six at some point, or more. How do I put them so that people can access them? Right now, they're only at the bottom of my home page. How do I put them in the menu?
Okay. Nice question. Like that one, I'm practically going to do what we did now, what we did last time. So let me just have a look at your site a second, because I just want to see where it is. Let me just go home on your site.
It has,
Okay. Yeah. So I can see where all your courses are.
yeah, and
Do you mind if I share
also-
this? Is it okay? Yeah.
yeah. I'm just also, yeah, I mean, I have the new ones like, if you go to these ones, hold on a minute. If you go to module 1, 2 to 6, those are in a drop-down menu. But I don't have, because I've created these last ones, embodied wakefulness, the emotion ones, the energies ones, and then this one with the face, this one, they don't have a place in the drop down. The only way people can access them is this way, and that doesn't seem to be sufficient.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So if I go the trainings, so here we go. So you've got them here. These are the modules, yeah?
No, the module, if you pick, no, these are not the modules. This is just my home page.
Right. So
The only
this
one,
one, this one, this one, and this one you want to put into the menu.
the last four, I want to put in the menu.
Ah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, no. Last is at the top. In this,
Last is at the top.
yeah,
Right.
these
This
ones
one,
at the
this one,
top
this one, this
are
one.
the latest.
Right. These ones.
Yeah,
Good.
they post there. Yeah, so anyway.
Right. Okay. So again, this is really easy. So let me just take these. So what I tend to do is you notice that I have tabs open. You notice like I can jump between tabs.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really good idea. So for instance, if you're in your admin dashboard, yeah, you can open a new tab. So all I did there was on Chrome, you have this little plus. If you click that, open a new tab. And the reason I'm telling you this can make it easier for you. So you can open a new page. Yeah. So
Yeah.
on one of your pages, you should be logged into your admin dashboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other page, the other tab, you're going to be logged into your site.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm telling you this because it will make sense in a second. So with the site open, I can see what the URLs are. So I can click through to what it is. So let's now go and add these into the menu. So if I go into, I'm going to close this down here. I'm going to just go into here, into your pages again. So I've got that tab open and I've got that tab open. So admin dashboard, and you've got this page open with the stuff I'm going to copy across. So go into site, again, go to pages. And now we're going to edit any of the pages because you're going to be adding this into the menu. We're going to click edit. Same as we did before. All right, so you'll be able to do this stuff at the same time. So now we're going to click the header menu here, and we're going to click that little gear icon again. We're going to head across to the menu, and all you're going to do in your drop down that you've got, because you want to put it into this area, I guess.
Yes.
Or here.
Well, one of them, the first one will go in it's actually one of the on-site offerings. The
Okay.
first one is.
Yeah, well, it's easy. You decide where you want to put them. I'll just show you how you just
Okay,
put them.
fine.
So you're going to have something set up. Hold on a second again. I've got to set a sub menu up. So I deleted it out. So top level, and let me just click save. So all you're going to do is in your menu system. Let me just add a item 1 in here just to get it going, so you can sort of see what's going on. And I'm just going to click save. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into that menu system. You're going to choose which area you want it to go into. In this case, I want it to go into top level, but you might want it to go into training or offerings. It's up to you. So that's not going to affect me. So now I'm going to go down to the bottom to find one of the courses. I'm going to take this one. Doesn't matter which one. I'm going to take this one.
Okay.
So I'm going to click inside here to open this up. This will take me to your course sales page. Yeah. And I'm going to click in here to select it all. So you can double click in here to select all that. And I'm going to Control C or right hand click and copy. I'm going to jump back into my page, and in here, I'm going to add to this drop down. So this is the drop down here. I'm going to be adding to it. So I'm going to go and I'm going to call it embodied wakefulness. And then I'm going to select action, go to link, and I'm going to put my link that I copied from here into there. And I'm going to click save. And now that's saved it. So I'm now going to save this, and I've put it into this site. So we're actually going to go to the right page. So let me preview this. I'll just save it again to make sure it's saved. I'm going to go to preview, and now you're going to see this drop down. And if I click this and I go to embodied wakefulness, it will take me to your site. That's it. So you just rinse and repeat that for the rest of the items. So jumping between here, I'll then go back and then I'll select this one. I'll copy the URL and I'll put that in there as a drop down, and that's it.
Okay. Okay, I'll give it a go.
Give it a go, Irene. If you get stuck, let us know, yeah? Put a post on into the live support desk thread, you know, where this is being shown on Facebook. Put it in there and I can chase it or do another little video for you or something. But I'm sure once you start playing around with it, don't be afraid of it. Just test it out. Add a new one, right? Save it, preview it. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, don't worry. Go back in, edit it, try it again, and then rinse and repeat that, and you'll be fine. I've got confidence in you, Irene.
Thank you. I needed that.
Good. Yeah, it's all good. I mean, that's the thing when you've got lots of drop downs and someone else has put the site together, you're kind of like, how did they do that? Where did they put that?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah, for sure. I have one other question, and I don't know if Deborah wants to go first, but can I ask? This is, I think, can I ask it?
Are you all right with that, Deborah? Yeah, Deborah's all right.
Okay. I did a emailing and I lost it, and I did go to support and I got help. I had apparently had been going back instead of never going back, but keep going forward. But anyway, I got it out yesterday. Despite the fact that on all the different things that I put in, I changed the font to New York. I prefer that font, so I changed it. And in the last two elements, it just would not change to New York, the font New York. I don't know why.
What was the element? Was it a text block or?
This is a email, a broadcast mail, right?
What
Which
was it? Was it for a button or was it for a text block?
a text block.
Okay, so we shouldn't have any problems with that. Let me just have a look. Let me share my screen again. So, do you use a template? Do you template stuff out, or do you
Yes,
create
yes.
stuff from
What I
scratch?
usually do is um, a one that is similar from before, I clone.
Right. Okay, that's good. That'll work. So yeah, I've got one here, for instance. So if I go in, I always set it as draft. I don't copy the one before. I have a set template and I always work from that clean one as opposed to copying something I've already sent out. I just find that's better. You just make sure it's absolutely clear and clean, and you can test it at that stage. So that's one thing I would advise. This is a test site, so it hasn't got an authenticated email in here. So you should be able to go in here and change directly inside here.
Yep,
Uh,
yep. That's what I was doing.
but
And
it did
at
change
each
when you
block, I
sent it.
changed it to New York, and the last two in this email I was sending just wouldn't change. Try it again and again.
Right. So what I'd advise, I
Yep.
don't know how you're copying stuff over if you're typing directly into the dashboard, or whether you're using copying text from a Word document or something like that?
It's a mixture. I write out a lot on Pages. I'm on a Mac, and then I cut paste, and sometimes I just create right in the email, broadcast
Right.
email.
Okay. So, Mac, that is that the same? Is that a rich text editor on the Mac? Can
Yeah,
you add?
Pages is the equivalent to a dot,
Yeah. All right. So, one thing that I would advise is that I don't know what's equivalent to. Let me have a look. Uh, Text edit. Right. Okay. So you should have a program called Text Edit on the Mac.
Yep, I use it.
Yep. Good. So that's what you should be using. Right. So, I don't know if this is what is causing the problem, but if you're using something like Word or what you've used, Pages,
Pages, yeah.
you can set up different formatting in that, or you can take it, and what happens is it will add extraneous code to this. Yeah, right. Now you're looking at that and going, I don't know what that means. But when you paste something in from something like Word or
Yeah,
probably Pages, it puts a load of rubbish in there that
right.
is needed by the software itself, Word or Pages, but it's not needed as an email. So that can cause like a conflict to happen where it overrides the font that you're putting inside the email broadcast, right? So if you're using a plain editor, something like Notepad, then this doesn't do that because it will just keep it as a plain text in here, and it won't add any formatting in it. So it'll keep it really clean. I can't do anything with that really. I can put bold in there, but it's not even, I don't even do that. So I just lay it all out as text like this, and then I copy and paste it in there. So this is my advice to you, is to use something that doesn't highly format your text before you paste it into this. This has been happening for years, Irene, not just with Zenler, with WordPress. It's classic. It messes everything up. So I advise to actually do that.
Okay, so what you're saying is, I mean, I do everything in Pages and then, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, what you're saying is whatever I've done should go into text edit, then copy paste into my broadcast email.
Yeah. So Irene, for instance, like I work with Word quite a lot, so
Yeah.
I'll do Word document. Then what I'll do is I'll take that out and I'll throw it into Notepad. Then I'll select it all, copy it, and I'll paste it in there. I won't take it directly from Word doc and put it in here because I know the amount of extra code. And I'm not talking about a little bit of code. I'm talking about a ton of code.
Yeah. And what I've done is I've erased the code when all this cut pasting I've done from Pages to my email, I put it in there and then I erased the code. I
Right.
delete the code,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. But you can't like you can't delete, like you're going to go paste something in there and go, oh, what code do I need? Do I delete that out? I'll go around. Do I need that? Do I
Yeah,
need
yeah, yeah.
these?
No,
Because it's,
you've given me a good resolution to this.
yeah. The other option is if you're using a clean template. And this is why I said I have a template set up that I know all of those blocks work, right? So I always clone from that master one. I don't do it from another one that I've created. So if you've got a block that's not working like this, then what I would suggest is that you copy that text out, copy it, put it into text edit, and then clone this block. So just do a copy of this block and then paste that text in on top like that, and then get rid of this block, and then test it, obviously preview it and make sure that it's holding that font in there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
So hopefully that'll help you. That's like troubleshooting 101. If you ever get any things like that, always look at the other software that you're using that code might have been brought in.
Okay.
Yeah. Let us know how you get on with those.
Okay. David, you've been a tremendous help. Thank you
It's
so
been a
much.
pleasure. Been a
Is your
pleasure.
is your name real name Zenler?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm David. But I run another business, so I don't want to be known. I run Zenler as Zenler, but my other business is nothing. It will confuse people if they see that I'm up there under another business as well. Yeah. So I do free modeling, animation, VFX work, creative stuff and editing. So completely different genre to this, but it also makes me very ideal for dealing with these kind of questions because I've
Yeah.
been doing this stuff for donkey's years.
Okay. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
No problem. Let me know how you get on as well. Like I said, post it in there because you're going to do the menu thing. You're going to see whether this works. I'd like to know how you get on.
Yeah, I can't do it right now, so I'm gonna leave the meeting and walk my dog.
Good idea. Yeah, good idea.
Thank
You'll
you.
see the replay. The replay will also be on
Yeah.
YouTube as well.
On YouTube as well. Okay. Perfect. Thank
Yeah.
you. Bye
See
for
you later,
now.
Irene. See you.
Bye.
Deborah. Hello, Deborah. Let me just unmute you. Hello.
Hi. It's me again. Since not long since Monday. Hello, Declan. I have a question about is Mamit on holiday? Is that why? Because she's normally does this one, doesn't she?
Oh,
This
you've
session?
got her, do you?
No, 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 no. I'm not saying that. No, no. I just
Unbelievable.
wasn't expecting to see you, David. That's all.
I didn't
Um,
expect to get this kind of abuse, Deborah.
Right. I have a problem with. I'm trying to, as you know, I'm trying to make sure I've done everything for the accelerator program so I can start the next one when we all start it, and I've done everything, even though I started late. So, I have actually. Do you mind if I ask you a question about? I've got a custom domain now, and it is all linked and everything. It's a question to do with the Google reports. Is that okay if I ask you here about that?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, you
All right,
can
I
go
had
ahead.
exactly the same problem when I had the other site, newzenler.com. So basically, I'm getting reports saying various things pages are not being indexed. So basically, I'm asking, do I need to worry about this, or does it not really matter? Can I just ignore it? I don't understand really what the problems are, to be quite honest. As far as I know, I'm doing everything. I'm doing everything. So I don't know why these pages are not being read. Some of them are. Some of my pages are being read, but quite a lot of them are not being read. And yeah, do I need to worry about this? Or
Well, you should always look at what Google are doing. What happens is there are a lot of false positives, right?
yeah,
So it will look at a page, like for instance, it will look at pages that are locked, and it will go,
yeah,
they're in the sitemap, but it will go, I can't read those pages. Why don't you give me access? That can't be read, so it's throwing an error up. So that
yeah,
is something that can happen. There's also it lots of stuff, right? AI is great, don't get me wrong,
yeah.
but it started to happen more and more when companies are starting to use AI for things. You know,
Right.
a classic example would be like a video that Mammy did was actually the live support desk where it actually banned it for
Mm,
what did it say? It said something like bullying behavior or something, and there was nothing on there at all. And it was basically, but I think because the lady was quite loud when she came
Right.
on. I don't know why I haven't been banned, right? Because I shut my head up.
Well, Kevin's
Oh,
Kevin's very
Kevin.
loud, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, so it actually stopped it. And I think AI is getting more on this stuff. But what you can do is you can go into your Google. Are you talking about Google Analytics or the Search Console?
It's the Search Console. Is
Yeah.
I've got like this little list that they send me. As I said, I
Mm.
had exactly the same problem with the new Zenler. Now I've got the custom domain. It's the same thing, and I couldn't work out what the problem was before, or I actually can't understand half the stuff that they put on these. All the, explaining it all to you. It doesn't really mean anything to me. So I can share my screen with you if you like. You can have a look at all what it's saying. I just
No, no, because it is personal information, so
all
we
right,
don't like
okay,
to. But I can give you the answer. What you need to do
right,
is there will be a "you fixed it" button. You
right,
fixed it. You validated it. You fixed it. Send it off,
right,
but check against the URLs because you might find that it's a locked page. So I'm trying to find
right.
some bits myself because it all should be under security and manual actions, which is down there. I haven't got any on mine. Usually there's a few come up. I'm hoping there's be something come up so I can show you, but um, hold on, I'm just thinking. No, I've got no issues. It's typical, isn't it? Let me try another site that might have some issues. I bet they're all fine. Yeah. I can't find any today. There's normally one or two pop in there.
Hmm.
What happens is it's nothing to be worried. There's nothing malicious on your site, right? So it
Yeah,
can flag it because it thinks it's malicious code or stuff. It can happen that you might have something like heat maps included into your site, and
right,
Google and heat maps might not play well together. So it might be
right.
saying, oh, hold on, or you might have a JavaScript in there, say for instance, like code
Yeah,
snippets. So it can look at
yeah,
it and go, that could be malicious, that could attack it. And it would be right to
mm,
say that if you've
yes,
put something in and you don't know what you're doing. If,
yeah,
however, you know it's 100% okay, you can click fixed, validated without you doing anything,
mm,
and it will run through it and go. Because then it's a manual process. So then someone at Google looks at it and goes, "Yeah, there's nothing here. It's the AI. It's playing up again."
yeah.
So
Okay,
click it, go through. You'll get if something can't be indexed, you'll get it come up time and time and time again, and you can
yeah,
report that to. I mean, Dev are always working on sites and optimizing and making sure things go through because these things change all the time. So they're always
yeah.
working on these things. But generally, I normally have one or two things come up, but I haven't got
Uh-huh.
any today. But you just
Oh,
click fix.
right. Okay, okay, okay. Right, and then okay, right. That's okay. Oh, I'm glad to hear you get some of these as well, David. That makes me feel a bit better to
I've had
know.
them all. I'll
Right.
continue to have them.
There's another question since unless Declan or the others want to go. Is Declan's just gone to sleep, has he? But anyway,
Busy.
um, you know the recreate sitemap
Yep.
button
Hmm.
under site settings.
Yep.
So basically, every now and then you should just click on that, a bit like the old save button that we used to have. Do you remember before they saved Word and that? You had to keep clicking on save all the time, just in
Yeah.
case you accidentally, I know, you crashed or something, and then you lost the whole of your work. So is the
Yeah.
recreate sitemap a bit like that? So every now and then you just go in and click it just to make it does another copy of your pages, and does it automatically link to Google, if you saw what I mean. So as long as I just keep clicking on that, Google will keep reading my site to see if there are any changes and do it automatically.
No.
Right.
Right. So
Okay.
I know what you mean. Like it's a good idea. Like any software, you should save regularly. All right.
Yeah.
So it's just good. I mean, sometimes lots of software now have auto saves and things like that, but just get in the
Yeah.
habit of pressing Control S on the keyboard. So
Okay.
what the sitemap does is the sitemap if you're creating a new page, so you create 10 new pages and you don't click create sitemap, recreate
Yeah.
sitemap, what will happen
Yeah.
is those pages won't be listed in the sitemap.
Yeah.
So it's like leaving pages out of a book, you know, or
Yeah.
the chapter marks out of a book.
Mhm.
So it's every time you create a new blog,
Yes.
and with a new blog, it pops up in your face. But
Yeah.
every time you create a page as well for your site, you should be
Yeah.
going into the sitemap area and recreating it. So let me
Yeah.
just show you here. So for instance, I have the sitemap here, and you can see I've
Yeah.
got a sitemap. So
Yeah.
if I've added a new page or a new blog, I come to this area. I
Yeah.
don't have to do it. If I've not created anything new, I don't need to do it. Right. And you should get in the habit of doing it whenever you create content. Now, this
Right.
will be made automatic. So we
Mhm.
won't have to do it at some point. But currently, we have
Yeah.
to click recreate sitemap. And what it'll do is it scares most people because it opens this page up and they're like, ah, what's going on? I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But that is your sitemap. So what
Yeah.
Zenler does is it creates sitemaps now a little bit like WordPress does, Yoast.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
before we used to have just a great big code block of all the pages in your site. But now what Zenler has done, and I
Mhm.
asked this a long time ago,
Yeah.
was have different sitemaps for different parts
Mhm.
of the site. So this
Yeah.
is a sitemap for the blog. This is a
Mhm.
sitemap for the site pages, and this is a
Yes.
sitemap for the communities. Yeah.
Yes. I see. Yes. Yes.
So if
Yes.
I go
Mhm.
into each of these, and it's worth you looking because it's,
Mm.
well, I find it interesting. Most
Mm.
people like in your life,
Mhm.
David, right? So
Yeah.
if I put that one in there, for instance, these are all of my site URLs.
Right. Okay.
So
Yeah.
all the pages of this small site.
Yeah.
And if I go to another one
Mm.
here, like the blog one, for instance, well, I've only got
Yeah.
about 7 blogs because it was part of the
Mm.
accelerator.
Mm.
That's the sitemap URL for that. So
Yeah.
you need to make sure that you go into your Google Search Console and submit your sitemap. And
I
you'll
did
be,
do it. Yeah, I
you've
did do
done it.
it. When I got my custom domain, then I
Yeah.
did it then. Do I need to keep doing it?
Have you, no, you only need to do it once, but have you done it for all 4 of them?
All
So have you
4?
done it? Have you submitted a sitemap for the blog, which I showed you?
Uh,
Have you submitted a sitemap for the communities? Have you
no.
done one for the pages? And have you done the one that contains them all?
No, I just did the one that contains them all.
Right, you need to do it, the other 3
Right.
in the
Okay.
Search Console.
Right. Okay. Put in all, so it's all 4 altogether. Then, well, next I'm going to ask you how, because I think when I've looked at it, there's only one sitemap place in the console.
Yeah, there is. You're right, and you can add multiple sitemaps into that area.
Oh, right. Okay. So it's okay. I can just keep putting other ones and saying save, and then put another one in and go save, another one, save. Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. Have a look at this.
Okay.
So inside here, you've got sitemap in the Search Console, and you
Yes.
can add them into this area.
Right. Okay. Oh, I see. So you just plonk it where it says URL and then just put submit. Right.
Yep,
Okay.
just the
Okay.
end part. Yeah, simple.
Um, and and which bit of it the sitemap that you just highlighted a bit of it, didn't you? I didn't need to put in the whole thing, if you see what I mean. So
Yeah, well, in your Search Console, you'll have the first part. So you have tutorials. Like in this one, it's
yeah,
tutorials.newzenler.com, but in
yeah,
your one, it will say the domain.com. Then it's a
yeah.
/ So you just need to take the referring bit. So let's have a look. Look, hold on, let me show you. I want to make sure it's crystal clear for you, Deborah.
I know
Inside here,
because
for
yes,
instance, like this
yeah,
is this site, so it would just be
yes,
that part.
yes,
Yeah, and on
yeah.
this one, it would be that part.
Sitemap, yes.
Because it's already got the /, you know, it's already got the
Yeah,
/ there.
yes, I see. Yes, I
So I
see.
would take that
Yes,
part,
XML.
yeah,
Right,
I'd
okay.
paste that in there and then
Ah,
submit.
right,
Yeah,
okay. That could be possibly why then. Right, okay, I'll do that. Thank you very much. Because I know it's
yeah,
definitely got the main sitemap in it, because that's all I
yeah,
thought I had to do.
that could be why you're getting those errors come up as
Yeah,
well. So,
yeah,
and also it's a really good thing because what it does is in the Search Console, it breaks it into areas. So you get to
yeah.
see in there the amount of
Oh,
posts
yes.
you've got in there, the
Yeah,
amount of
yeah,
blogs. So you
yep,
can
yep.
see the referring breakdown. Whereas if you just do the master one, it gives you a mass of them all, but not a
Yes,
breakdown. And
yes,
Google
yes.
loves this where you separate stuff out.
Yes. And also, like you said, right, when we did the accelerator program, you said we need to set up the blog, we need to set up communities because they are extra things that Google is reading to get extra crawling on our site. More
Yeah,
crawling, we'll get more people. So I get it.
very
I
good.
get it. I get it. I get
Super cool.
that.
Yeah,
So if
that's
it's
good.
not, if those sitemaps and of those, I've set up my blog, I've set up my communities, but if the sitemap's not on the Google console, it won't be reading it, will it?
No, no, no. I mean, it will get to it, but it's kind of like
Right.
you want to, like with all this stuff, you want to take control of it. You
Yes.
want to be saying, right, this is the content, this is where it is, and
Yes.
also another thing is maybe you haven't done is
Yes.
have you submitted to Bing Webmaster Tools?
No, I've never even heard of that.
Right,
No.
so Yahoo, Bing, this is the version of it, and this is worth you submitting to this. I'm gonna put it in the URL for you. It's super easy to do. You just log in under
Right.
that, add your
Right.
sitemaps in there. It's exactly the same as Search Console. It just
Right.
brings in a lot more traffic, right?
Okay.
So
All
set that
right.
up
So
as well. You'll see
set it
on
up as
the
well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you'll see on the left-hand side that you'll have it looks the same as a search console, but to be honest, it's a lot easier. So I'm
Right.
just flicking to a dummy site here, so I can just quickly show you. This is not a site that's got much going on. Okay, so this is Bing's Webmaster Tools, which I put in the chat. So under here
Yep.
you have URL
Hmm.
inspection, search performance. You've got
Uh-huh.
sitemaps. So this
Yes.
is where
Yes.
you'll
Yes.
add your sitemaps into here. Okay,
Yes.
I've only got
Uh-huh.
one in this one because
Right.
this is not used, this URL. Right. But that's where
Okay.
you'll submit a sitemap there, big buttons,
Yep.
pretty much
Okay.
exactly the same as Search Console, but it is
Yes.
a different search engine, right? So it's going to give
Yep.
you results. So again, you're taking
Yes.
control of it.
Yes. Yes. No, I get that. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well done, Deborah, as well for getting Google Analytics and the Search Console set up, because I know we didn't cover it in the Accelerator program. So well done for doing that.
Oh, well, I did. I think I mentioned that I actually did the quick setup course, the quick one. And at the
Quick
end of
start
that,
guide.
what you did it. One of the ones that's on the system. Yeah. So I worked my way through that. And that's why I said I've got all my homepage and all that set up. I didn't have the blog and communities, obviously,
Yeah,
but I've actually got a few courses and everything because I actually worked my way through the whole of that. So
yeah, good.
I've got some of it. I just need some customers now. And I get it. I get the fact that I need to be out on Google because it's the marketplace, isn't it? That is the marketplace, the world marketplace. So you need to be on it and Bing and everything so that people can see what you have to offer, basically.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, and get shouting about it. You know.
Yes, like you
Um,
said, yes. Yes. The only thing I haven't done, I'm working my way through the first couple of weeks again now to set up the what's it called? An opt-in thing on my page with the freebie PDF booklet. I'm doing that as well, and then I've just got to do the webinar, and then I'll be caught up, hopefully.
Superstar. Good to see you, Deborah. I'm glad you dropped in.
That's okay. Oh well, I do come here. I come here every now and then. Every now and
Yeah,
then.
of course
If
you were
I'm
waiting for. Where's Mammy? Mammy comes up. You know, Mammy's running a new session
Yes.
11
Yes.
a.m. on
Yes.
Saturdays.
On Saturdays. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so if you want to see her and not come and see me, I'll be very, very
No,
upset with
no,
you.
no, 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 no. It's not that at all. It's just sometimes I'm actually teaching. Sometimes I'm actually teaching when these things are happening. So I can't, I actually can't attend them, but I'm not today. So I thought, oh, I'll just go along and listen in and see what's happening.
Good.
But there are not many. There's just me here and just me and Declan now. And Declan's very quiet. So,
Yeah, well, Declan's got a mission. He's got a job to do. So I always like to
oh, is
keep
he?
Declan busy. He loves it,
All right. Yes. Yeah, I know he's very keen. He's very keen. Yes.
He just set up his search console. So he's been looking at what you've been doing and he's been
Oh,
taking it on
good.
board. Yeah, he's
Oh, good.
crafty. He'll suck it all up. Don't you worry. You'll give him
Oh,
some.
well, this is a good thing, isn't it, about all the community stuff that you can learn. You learn from other people.
Yeah, it's really good and it pushes
Yeah.
people forwards. And, if people are sharing their success, and I
Yes.
think it's good from a networking. We haven't had much of it yet. I really would like to see people networking together if they've got sort of shoulder niche subjects, because I
Yes.
think like tapping into each other's markets can be really powerful. It does require a bit of trust and someone to say, I'm willing to tell people about
Yes.
your business because
Yes.
it's off of what I do, but please,
Mm.
can you do it the same for me?
Yes.
And I think if
Yes.
people are that way, you can
Yes.
really, really jet propel yourself.
Yes. Yes. And that's as long as they're not, as long as you're not in direct competition, that's when it gets a bit difficult, doesn't it? But
It's
if
got
it's
to be.
something, yeah,
Mm,
if it's something that you think, well, I'm happy to, yes, put your business on mine because it links with mine, but you're not in competition with me. It's similar. It's
yeah,
something that's linkable, but
yeah,
and they can go there, but you're not actually taking away my customers. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but you can even in that regard, if you've got people that are doing exactly the same thing as you can
Mm,
still do this thing where you're sharing.
mm, yeah.
Because like, if they're coming on, you can get them to come on a podcast or a webinar
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they can do the same
Yes.
for you. So it's
Yes.
fine. And if you're tapping into different things, you can always find
Yes.
different things. But I think if you can find these sort of shoulder niches, it can be really, really
Mm,
powerful thing. Like for
yeah.
instance, like we've got Tracy Browning, she knits quilts. We had some
Mm,
dog trainers on and they were talking about coats and things. And I was saying, oh well,
mm,
Tracy could like do quilt dog covers. And it's
mm.
something that could have happened,
Yes.
completely
Yes.
different areas, but you could
Mm,
cross over. So
yeah.
if people are open and they're talking on the communities, then I think you can get these partnerships and it could be really powerful for you.
Yeah, so Louise has been very good. I have been tapping into Louise because I know she was like star student. So yeah, so I got her to give her and then I could see what you would do because she'd done it all, so it makes more sense. You can actually see, oh yeah, right, okay, yeah, 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 okay. So yes, I'm looking at her site. It's all done.
Yeah, I mean,
So
everybody did really good there. It's just sometimes from everyone did the job, but
mm,
sometimes from a design point of view, some people have just got those design
yes,
skills and they just do them. It's
mm,
like Karen,
mm,
for instance, the
mm,
artist. Like artists
yeah,
normally got these color things. They
yes,
just get it.
yes,
They don't even have to
yes,
think. Where a lot of people really struggle with that side of thing, layout, design,
mm,
visualizing.
yeah, yeah,
So
mm,
you see it straight away. But then in
mm,
other areas, they might not be as
mm,
good, you know? So
yes.
it's different things.
Yes. And at the end of the day, I was thinking about it the other day. I mean, obviously, I'd like to have a lovely website and everything, but at the end of the day, I'm not actually, what I'm teaching is not website skills. It's something which is not artistic in that way. So,
Mm.
do you know what I mean? I mean, I obviously the website will draw people in, but that's not actually what it's about, what I'm doing, if you see what I mean. So,
No, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. But
mm,
it's like, unfortunately, people look at things and you know what? I don't even think it's design. All I think is
mm,
clear messaging. You got clear
yes.
messaging, you're going to get people coming,
Yes,
right? We've
yes,
got really successful people that have left the default design template. They're
yes,
selling loads of courses and they
hmm,
literally haven't touched it. They changed the
mm,
text, but kept all the
no,
colors and everything exactly the
yeah,
same.
yeah,
But then you've got super successful people that have made it look really fancy, you know. So you've got
Yes.
everything in between.
Yes, yes, yes. And once you get going, a lot of it is word of mouth and all that type of thing as well, isn't it? People say, you should try this. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for all your lovely videos and everything, and the accelerator program. I do appreciate it. I am working my way through all your videos. So and
Yeah.
with Kevin as well, obviously. So literally stopping and starting. I've got you on one side, stopping and starting, and me actually doing it on the other side. Like that. That's what I do. And stopping and starting. Yes, I do that. So they're very. It's really good. It's really really good. I think Zenler's excellent. Actually, absolutely excellent.
Oh, good.
So
As long as you're moving boards, that's all we need. So you're going to
yeah.
be coming on the extended accelerator, aren't you? When we run it.
I am planning to. Again, it just depends on work. So I might not be able to be in the live sessions all the time. I might be doing something else. And at the moment, that's how I'm earning my living. So I can't necessarily, hopefully one day my Zenler site will make enough so that that's the idea. But yeah, so I can't always attend live things, but if I can, I will. If I can, I will be coming to it, and I will watch the. Do you know what I mean? So, I am intending to do the next one. Yes,
Good, excellent, because it's going to be quite exciting. You know,
of
all
course
these
it is.
things.
Of course, it's going
I
to be exciting.
can't wait.
Yes, but you
All
need to
right,
have a bit of a
lovely.
holiday, David. I didn't expect to see you today because I thought you and Kevin would be on holiday for a bit now.
Yeah, I've been called in really. Ariel was
Oh,
supposed to do this slot normally, but she
oh,
can't make it, so I'm coming
oh,
in doing these. But Kevin might
oh,
turn up next week. We never know. So
oh,
either
mm,
me or Kevin.
mm,
I got some ideas for the live support desk. Not something I do all the
mm.
time. So I'm
No,
gonna really mix this place up. I want to just have
yeah.
some riotous fun in the live
Yeah.
support desk.
Well, it's quite good. There's just me and Declan here today. 'Cause sometimes there are lots of people, and sometimes there's hardly anyone. So, obviously, if there's lots of people, it's difficult because then everyone wants a bit of my meat.
Yeah, I know. I'm not so popular as her. Lovely to speak to you, Deborah.
And you too, and to see
Lovely.
Declan too. I can see Declan there
Yeah.
as well.
Declan, are you all right? How are you doing? How's it all been going?
Can you hear me okay?
All
Hello?
good?
Yep. Yeah, it's going grand. I'm just looking through Search Console and just getting used to it. But yeah, it's going good.
What sparked? So it was Deborah that sparked you to just jump in there and do it.
Yeah, because I remember doing it years ago when I initially set up the old WordPress site, and I went, "Oh yeah, that's right." Go Search Console. I've not been in there in years. But yeah, if I'm switching everything anyway, sort of redirecting everything to the Zenler site, it's using the same links anyway. So it's all good. It's all
Oh, good.
working.
And have you set up your Google Analytics as well?
I think so, yeah, but I have to go back and have a look. It's been so long since I was in it. I haven't done Microsoft Bing, that one that you were just showing a second ago. I haven't done any of that before, but I have done, I think, analytics, but I'll have to have a look-see again.
Right,
It
good.
was
So
a
you've got
while.
your homework.
Yeah, big time. Hmm.
Keep you busy.
Yeah,
Right. Look, guys, I was only supposed to be on an hour, but
yeah.
that's the fun I have. I'm going to
Thanks very much,
see you
David.
guys later. Right, the replay of this will be on the YouTube channel, so you can all catch up because I know Irene was following along and she'll probably catch up as well. Remember, not tomorrow, on Saturday at 11 a.m., Mam Eats on as well. So if you need to jump in there, I'm going to be on the community anyway, answering questions. So guys, you've asked questions. If you have any problems, put them on the community, either community, and I'll jump on them. All
No
right.
worries. That's brilliant.
Take
Thanks
care,
very much,
guys.
David. Thank you.
See you later. Bye.